Hey guys, we are going to do a Day of the Dead Sugar Skull makeup tutorial today. We are just going to start with some Rimmel Stay Matte primer all over the face. Next, we're going to use, I believe it's the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. It's in Ivory. We want a really light color because we're not going to paint the face white. So we're going to add a little bit of face paint to the foundation. It takes a little while to get it all blended in, but this is just a cheap little dollar store makeup kit for Halloween. We're going to dab it all over her face, and then we are going to go in with a Real Techniques brush and just blend that all out. Now we do want really heavy coverage, but we want to make sure that it is blended well. And as you can see, it is not white, but it is definitely lighter than her skin. And we started with a pretty dark face, so this ivory worked perfect for this look. It's more like a porcelain look. Now we're going to use a little bit of Stay Matte powder on just a makeup sponge, and we want a really generous coating of the powder to kind of lock in the foundation and the makeup, and you can see that she's digging that. Next up, we're just going to take a black eyeliner pencil, and we are going to start above her natural brow, and we're going to dot all the way around her eye to right underneath her bottom lash line. And there you can see it. And next we are just going to take the eyeliner pencil again, rest our finger on her nose, and we're going to just fill that whole circle in to make it solid and not a dotted line anymore, just like that. And she liked that. Now we're going to just take a smudger brush, this one's from EcoTools, and some matte black eyeshadow. Anything that you have will do. And we're just going to take this little smudger brush and go really close around the line that we just made with the eyeliner, and actually right on top of it too. All the way around both eyes, just to create a little bit of depth and to also lock in that eyeliner so it's not going to go anywhere. Again, a matte black shadow is what you want to do for this, and go around both eyes until you have something that resembles what we have on her face right now. And just going around both eyes like that. Next, we are going to take a really dark purple shadow on the same brush, and we are going to blend a little bit. We're using the 88 original palette from Coastal Scents. Any makeup palette that you have will do. We just never used this one. We had it on hand, so we thought we'd use it. We're taking the purple all around the outside of the black and kind of blending the two together so you get something that resembles this. So you can see the gradient from the purple into the black. Next, we're going to take a really pretty blue within the palette, and we are going to fill in the entire rest of the eye area, both on the lid and underneath. She looks kind of scary now. Like I said, again, do it on both eyes till you have something that looks close to this. And now we are going to take a little bit of a really pretty blue color and just tap that in the middle of her eyelids, a lot like you would do to highlight your lids on a regular makeup look. Now we're just going to use a little bit of Milani liquid eyeliner. This is in, I don't know, a really pretty blue. I'll have to link the name of the color in the description bar. I will forewarn you that if you decide to go this route, it is really difficult to get off. It's a very long-lasting liquid eyeliner, and it does stay. And I just went on this part from using the brush that came with the eyeliner to a bent eyeliner brush. It was a little bit easier to get those scallops on there, and as you can see, that is what we are doing. What, in my opinion, is the most important part of the look, the scallops around the eyes. It is such an easy thing to do, but you can definitely see that it makes a world of difference. So we're just going to do that all around the black line that we made earlier on both eyes until you have this. It's so pretty. I love that electric blue color. Now we're just going to take a really pretty light blue. We're going to use the same blue that we used to highlight the middle of her lids, and we're just going to, with a flat shader brush, tap it into the middle of each one of those scallops all the way around the eyes. This is kind of going to set the eyeliner around it, and it's also going to make a beautiful See how pretty that is? I'm not even sure what to call it, but it's so pretty. We're going to do that on both eyes. And just, this takes a little bit of time and a lot of patience, so don't get frustrated, and it's going to come out gorgeous. She even thought so. And now we're going to just take a liquid eyeliner. This is just a cheap, I believe it's a Wet n Wild. I'm not even sure. It may even be in LA Colors. Liquid eyeliner in black, and we are just going to draw a spider web on her forehead. We're going to start with one line down the center, two angled lines on either side, and then a couple more angled lines between the middle line and the two outer lines. This is something that doesn't have to be perfect. You will find that you get frustrated a little bit easier with it because it can take a little time, and doing it on someone else is a lot harder than doing it on yourself. I will forewarn you, I've done this on myself. It was a lot easier. Now we're just going to connect the lines by doing a little bit of a curved line underneath, between each line, all the way through to make a spider web. And if you've drawn a spider web, which I'm sure you have, even if you haven't, you're going to be able to do this. It's super simple. So you have this. And it looks so cool right now, but all we're going to do is take that same flat shader brush and a little bit of matte black eyeshadow, and then just really, really lightly underneath the lines that we just created, we're going to just tap that on there to do a little bit of shading. It's going to really bring this to life and really make it pop, as you're about to see. So cool. I love the effect, and it looks awesome. Now we're just going to take the liquid eyeliner and just draw some random squiggly lines on her forehead, and you will see me doing that in just a second. I'm going to start with the actual eyeliner pencil. And no, we're not doing the squiggly lines. I'm sorry. We're just doing little dots up above each of the main lines that we drew on the spider web, just like that. And now we're going to take our Real Techniques brush and what was left of that foundation, and we're just going to cover her lips with it because we want them to be very, very muted for this look. And now we're going to cover with powder, and then we're going to take the same black eyeliner and color in the inside of her lips. We're not trying to make black lipstick. We're just doing the inside of her lips, leaving the outside mostly the same color as her skin. And then we're going to take the same black eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, and we are going to draw lines from the corners of her mouth outward on both sides. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be even. They just have to be there. All right. And once we have that, we are going to take that same black eyeliner and we're going to draw lines from the top, right above the top of her lip to right below the bottom of her lip, all the way across her lips, just like so, until you have something that looks like a blacked out mouth and almost kind of like stitches across her lips. It's a really cool look. It's a really important part of this look, so you definitely want to make sure that you have this part complete, and that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. Then we're going to just draw some lines on the sides of the lines that we drew from the corner of her mouth to kind of resemble stitches. You can do lines and X's if you want. I think that looks cooler. I just forgot to do it on this. Then we're going to take that same flat shader brush with what's left of the black matte shadow. You don't have to add more, and we're just going to shade those lines just like we did with the spider web to give them a little bit of dimension. And that is the finished product. It looks really cool. Next, we're going to take just a matte gray shadow. This is just a little Maybelline or CoverGirl Duo on a little flat brush. I can't talk. And we're going to contour the hollows of her cheeks. I should have actually done this before I drew on anything on her face. I just forgot. This part is really important as well because it makes the cheeks look sunken in, and especially using a gray. You could use a black if you were really light-handed with it. You don't want it to be super, super, super black. The color that I used, again, I'm going to link all products in the description box. I don't know the name of this little duo right offhand, but it did the job. So we're going to, again, go the hollows of her cheeks and her forehead, underneath her chin, temples, all of those things, just to kind of give it a little bit of a dimension and make her look a little sunken in and dead. And now we are going to do the nose. This is my least favorite part because it is the most complicated part. It's hard for me to draw a straight line, period, but I tried. It didn't come out perfect at all, but you know, that's kind of the fun of this look. So you're going to start with just a straight line with the black liquid eyeliner down the nose, or as close to straight as you can. And then you are going to connect the top of that line around at the top of her nostril, just like that, on both sides. Try to make it as even as you can. Again, this part is very difficult, so do the best you can. And it should look something like that. Then we're going to take the top of each one of those lines and pull it all the way down underneath her nose, around the nostrils on both sides, because we're going to black out all of the parts within these lines that we are creating to kind of make look like a blank space or a skeleton nose. Like that. And then we're going to take some NYC gel eyeliner, I believe, or maybe it's just, I don't know. It's not liquid, it's gel, I don't know. And we are going to use that little eyeliner brush, and we're going to color it in until we get something that looks like that. You can definitely see it is not perfect. I actually take the brush and straighten it up just a little bit here in just a moment. And that is also the part of fun of this look. You can definitely do that. Also, make sure you get inside the nostrils. That's very important. Now we're going to take that same flat shader brush and some black matte eyeshadow and just seal that in. And right now we're just fixing up a few of the lines on her mouth. No big deal. Like I said, the best part about this is you can make it look however you want. So if you mess up, make it look like you did it on purpose. If you didn't do a line thick enough, go back and redo it. It is not that big a deal. And once we have this done, we are going to do a little flower / leaf design on her chin. You can see I'm just making they look like leaves. Then I'm going to take the dark blue that we used and fill in the bottom of each one of these leaves like that. The same dark blue we used for the eyes. Then I'm going to take the little bit lighter shade that we used in the centers of her eyelids and color the rest of that flower in until you get something that looks like that. I think that looks really cool on the chin. I love that part. We're going to take the black liquid eyeliner and we are going to just draw some kind of squiggly lines on her face. They don't have to be perfect. You want to try to get as symmetrical as possible, and on this I messed up on the other side of her face, so I did end up having to go back and fix that. Now we're just going to take that liquid eyeliner and draw just some curved lines up on her forehead. You can do this wherever. You can make it as intricate as you want. You can do so much with this look. For the sake of just not taking forever, I decided not to. Now I'm just going to use some gold glitter. This is from Wet n Wild, I believe, some new glitter that they have. It is very, very not sticky, but it does not dry at all, so just keep that in mind. It was like 99 cents, I believe, at Rite Aid, so it's pretty cool, and that is what you have at this point. I love this look, by the way. We're going to take some more of that black eyeliner and we are going to draw a little tiny bit of a cat eye on her. I just want, the black part of the eyes to be as black as possible. So any place that you can fill in with black, go ahead and do it. I would have ran in her waterline with some black eyeliner as well, but, given her age and she doesn't really like things in her eyes, I decided not to. And this is pretty much the finished look. Again, it's Miss Adventures Mommy and Savannah. Happy Halloween, everybody.